Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and early indication, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field to start this game off. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. To the ground with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Aggies are on the move. To the ground, he's got it again. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Wegman. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right. As a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
He's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Vega. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Looking for space. It's Owens. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. You'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
And just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On third down, going up top. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Conway. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Oh, look out, there he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off play action on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that lap.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Aggie! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got it behind the line. It's Hale. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Now on 2nd and short. Trying play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game. That will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Finds his man. It's Prentice. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Conway. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Field goal is good. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get right.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Vega. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Conway. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down play from the gun. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. snagged in the middle. It's Prentice. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger and down. He goes at the 41.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from. Because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures, but when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Leaves it with the running back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Wegman. Coming after him. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Prentice. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looking to throw, it's Conway. Quickly complete. Alabama will get the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll leave it with him. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
Number 19.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside is 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Looking to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Vega. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
First and goal, Aggies.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Second and goal.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Swings it out to his running back. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
It's now third and goal.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.